Thank you very much, and thank you for the invitation. My feeling when we're talking about underperforming is that the climate strategy, I have the feeling that when it was designed some years ago, we were more optimistic and there was stability. And we don't have these two elements, I think, today. So there is a need to reevaluate this climate strategy. And this is not because we do not care, actually, but because I think the world has changed. And I have the feeling as well, when we discuss about this issue, that we are not so passionate as we used to be some years ago. Obviously, the reason is that the global landscape has changed. The reason is that we see so many different things happening, the war in Ukraine, obviously, the crisis, the instability in the Middle East. We see inflation, we see food insecurity, energy prices. So when you have so different serious challenges, and when you actually see even bombs and missiles being exchanged, I'm wondering who's caring about meeting climate goals. So the priorities have been changed, inevitably, and given that these priorities have been changed, there is a need for all of us, either Europe or worldwide, to reevaluate our climate strategy. I think that in Europe, Mr. Papandreou, we are on track somehow. We are doing well. Let's say we are a leader in meeting climate goals. I read recently a report from European Commission that was based actually on the assessment of the national energy and climate plans. You know, the countries had submitted their NECPs, so there was an assessment there, and the EU said that we are well on track to reach 2030 climate goals. They say that we are going to achieve these 54% of emissions reductions by 2030, which is 1% less than the 55%, the goal of 2030. But of course, these energy and climate targets, if we want to have them clearly achievable, we would definitely need effective national policies, and we would need also credible financing. And I'm not sure if financing, which is a prerequisite, is really on the table. If we don't have these things, I think the implementation will fall short. The second thing I want to say is the elephant in the room, which is the trade war and the tariffs. And the fact that we have two, the major, actually, global emitters, US and China, who are in a constant rivalry today, I'm afraid that this will have also a global effect in Europe and everywhere, given the fact that they are manufacturers of clean technology. I'm not sure if this investment appetite will continue to be like that. We also need research and development as well. I mean, new technologies to be emerged. And given this uncertainty, the tariffs, the trade war, I'm not sure if we will continue to have this optimism to keep the pace. In your question, what are the challenges that the government has? I think, first of all, is the political parties for every state need to have a common approach for this issue. I'm not sure that we have common approaches in every country. Even in Greece, we are new democracy as a government, but I don't see in the issues of climate goals the other parties to be aligned with that. We always face a criticism about why you do this, why you do the other. The second thing is obviously the green transition needs a lot of money. So where we get this money, it costs a lot. And for sure, we cannot transfer these costs into the society. And we are also in a vicious circle, let's say, or in a spiral. Why I'm saying this? Because we are hit by, I don't know, a flood or a wildfire. We need to give money for that to restore. Yes, I'm finishing. And what? You watch the clock, okay. Just two challenges. So if you have like fires or floods or whatever, and you need to spend, let's say, 1% or 2% of the national GDP to restore an area, how you will find the money to meet the climate goals, to continue with the green transition? That's a second, for me, a big challenge. Not to mention, obviously, bureaucracy, red tape, permitting procedures, how we will attract investments on that. If we don't have, stable frameworks everywhere, in Greece, in Europe, or whatever. If it takes 7 years, for example, for someone to build a wind park. Lastly, we need to explain it better to the society. We need to explain better to the society why is this needed. We don't have the society yet as an alliance on that. I'm stopping here.
Let me stop you there, because
yes.